Hi, I just want to do another quick review of the list of characters of the tribe. I know I did a review already, but I wanted to talk about each character a little bit more in depth, what I think of each character. So, let's see. Okay, so Bray. Bray was in season 1 through 3 of the tribe, and he's the one that all the girls are after. Why? I don't know. He's not a bad looking guy. He's got nice green eyes. He's not bad. He's like I think he's normal looking because I guess it's the fact that his looks are overblown in the show. I don't understand how every girl is after him. I think he's a nice looking guy, you know? And he seems like a nice person, but his looks are way overblown. But anyways, because he gets so many girls, he tends to let his feelings get in the way of being a tribe leader. He tends to immerse himself in constantly thinking about, say, Amber or Danny or, Celine too, or Trudy, which is good, but it kind of really affects his leadership and how he is a leader to the tribe. But I don't really have much of a problem with Bray. I think in the show I liked his character. I did like his character. Um and I was sad to see him leave on season 4 because he is one of the main cast members. So I think if he was in season 4 and 5, I think it would be easier to watch. But he left in season 3, so I don't really have bad things to say about Bray. Amber. I liked Amber in season 1. I really liked her in season 1. I thought she was great for the show. She was a great leader. She did tend to let her emotions get in the way, but when the chips were down, she really stuck to her leadership, and sometimes people didn't like that. But she's a very caring person. She's very pretty. But when she left in season 2, it was really strange. Really strange how her character wasn't in season 2 anymore. Mind you, these have spoilers in it, so if you don't want to hear any spoilers, then don't listen to this. So after she died in season 2, she automatically comes back in season 3. So they make up this huge story about why people thought she was dead in season 2 and why she left and she didn't say anything, which was just stupid. I think the writers were just trying to get her back on the show because she was a big cast member. A lot of the fans liked her. So I think that was the only reason they brought her back, because I don't think the cast and the producers and the writers are really willing to bring somebody back who leaves to go to school. I mean, after they pretty much write you out as dead, very slim chance you can come back. But she was a fan favorite, so I guess they wanted her to come back. I like Amber. I do like Amber. Um, Mind you, I'm probably only 15 episodes in season 4, so I don't really know much what happens there. But so season 3, I did not like how they got her to come back. She was just different. She was a leader of the Eagle tribe, and how they brought her back in, I just didn't really care for her character. Um, then she rekindles the romance with Bray, and it's just she was never the same to me really after she left season 1, because I was so used to her with the whole tribe with the mall rats in season 1, and I kind of grew used to her and everything. And then when she left and came back, it just felt different. I mean, most of the cast members were gone, so she was mainly with Bray and Trudy, but I still like her. I think I didn't care if she came back or not. But I don't really mind Amber. I preferred her more in season 1. Lex. I have to say, I really, really do like Lex. I watched the show probably when I was like 14 or 15. So that was probably 15 years ago when I first watched the show. I remember Lex quite vividly. And he has such an exotic look about him. I think Lex is probably one of the sexiest guys on the show. Literally. His character's meant to be cocky and everything. And when I was young, I had a crush on Jack. I had a crush on Jack. But now that I'm older, I can see where Lex is definitely, I think he's the hottest one. I think he kind of, his looks trump over Bray's, personally. I mean, Bray's probably the boy next door look. Nothing that great look. I mean, he's good looking, but his looks are overblown. He's just like the boy next door in looks wise. Lex is very exotic looking, and I like that about Lex. And he's very cocky, and it's kind of sexy. um, he doesn't get much attention from. Well, he does get attention from girls, not as much as Bray, but he's a known cheater. I mean, he was married to Tysan. Well, first he was married to Xandra, and then he was married to Tysan, but he was still willing to cheat. Like, he cheated on Xandra with Ebony, and then Tysan, after she left, he still. I mean, I think Lex loves his women, but he's got that desire to still cheat. So that's just him. He gets himself in trouble a lot. But it is revealed, I think in season 2, they get a little personal about Lex's backstory, about how his dad was a drunk, and kind of makes sense of how Lex acts that way. It makes sense. Um, but Lex is kind of the bad boy. But I do like Lex's character. Um, he's definitely an essential in the show, and he stayed throughout all seasons 1 through 5. So I like Lex a lot. Xandra, Xandra was okay. She was only in season 1. She was kind of annoying because sorry about that pause. I had to drink my coffee. Um, who was I on again? Sorry. Oh, Xandra. Xandra was okay, but she was kind of annoying. I mean, she was more of the girl that she'd get the guys' attention, but when they pay attention to her, she didn't want them. Then after they stop paying attention to her, she tries to get their attention. She's just very all over the place. But she was okay. Was I sad that she died in season 1? Not really. Um, but Lex and everybody are pretty upset by it, but they know they gotta move on since they have to try to survive. Ryan Ryan's a sweet guy. He tends to let his feelings get in the way too. Um, there's not really much to say about Ryan. He was he was a I don't know, he was friends with Lex, but Lex kind of used him and was mean to him. And then that didn't last long, and he started hanging out with Celine, and then you got that going on. And I'm just going to jump right to Celine. Celine is one that's a very diverse character. She's got a lot of problems. Just with, it was weird how the writers had her have a thing for Bray. And it's just like then she had bulimia. And then I could go on with her. I like her. She's very immature. Her relationship with Ryan is so up and down, mainly because of her. I mean, Ryan stays pretty normal, but she's one that's all over the place. Season 4, she does mature a lot. She does mature a lot. Oh, Celine got pregnant, lost a baby when she fell down the stairs. Sad, but I don't think she said herself she didn't really want the baby anyway, so. But I do like Celine's character. I really do. Season 4, she does mature a lot and she acts more like a leader. And I do like how they did make her character mature, which that was very nice because she seemed very immature in the first three seasons. Uh, and then she had her and Pride liked each other. I don't know, but I do like Celine. I think she's a nice person, and even with all the problems she has, she's definitely an essential for the show. Jack, Jack. I had a huge crush on him when I was a teenager. He was the one in the whole tribe that I had a crush on because he was around my age group. But him and Dale were good friends in season one and two. Jack actually was the first one who was in the mall. He's the one who let them all in. And I like Jack and Dale's friendship. And then later in season three, it would never, or season two, it wouldn't be as strong because he starts um, dating Ellie, and I'm not the biggest fan of Ellie. She's like bipolar. She cheats on him, kind of treats him like crap, and he's still very in love with her. He leaves a few times in the show. I know Michael Wesley Smith, the character who plays Jack, was also filming another show that I remember in my teenage years because I watched it because of him, was Atlantis High. And there's a few other cast members that are part of the tribe that are in um Atlantis High, like uh Victoria Spence, who plays Celine in the tribe, and then May, played by Laura Wilson, and one of Meryl Casey's sisters. And I think that's really cool how they kind of kept them together because I know a lot of the people in the tribe were also in this William Shatner Tales something before the tribe, and they kind of kept them together, which is really cool. I don't know if that's a New Zealand thing, but that's really cool that they can keep them together from going to different shows. So I really like that. Um, I'm not really going to talk about Paul. He was in there one season. He's a cute character. I wish they would have kept him. He was deaf. Apparently, it wasn't working out well for him. And it was sad to see Paul go because he was so cute. And I really liked how they had him in the show and he was deaf, and how they brought a deaf person to the show. I liked how they did that, and they stepped kind of out of the lines. I really liked that. But that was kind of sad to see Paul go. I thought he was so cute. Patsy and Chloe. Patsy. I like Patsy. I like Chloe. They got a cute little friendship. To the show, I don't know. I guess there's got to be some younger girls on the show. So Patsy left the show in a weird way. Season three. Season four, I already know what happened with Chloe. She's dating somebody they weren't supposed to be dating. This is real life. The Cloud9 producers say you're not supposed to date your castmates. She did. And I'm talking about Jamie Karagutwala, who plays Chloe. She dated, what's his name? Ved in real life. And they skipped out on a photo shoot or something that cost the company thousands of dollars, which is kind of sad because maybe he made her feel beautiful, and that was the first guy that she was really with, and she can't control her feelings. Maybe if they were quiet, hush hush, and they didn't skip out on the photo shoot, maybe she would have been warned, but she would have still been allowed to be on the show. When they skipped the photo shoot, I think that's what really got her in trouble. She knew better, but I kind of feel bad for her because, when you like a guy and they like you, it's like you can't really see much else. You like him back. So I kind of felt bad because when I'm watching some of season four, I'm like, oh, she really liked the guy. Maybe that was the first guy that she really liked, and maybe she felt pretty, and it's a good feeling. And then when they get rid of you, I think it was more because she skipped out on the photo shoot and it cost them thousands of dollars, and um, I think that really upset the producers. So they canned her, which is sad because she's been there since the beginning. And but I do like Chloe and Patsy. I was kind of sad to see Patsy just disappear out of nowhere. Um, Trudy. Trudy, I do like. Trudy was annoying kind of in season one. After she had the baby, she was very territorial about Bray talking to any girl, and she was just nasty. And then she lightened up in season one, and then season two. What was she like in season two? Season two, I think she was still okay in season two until she got captured by the Chosen, and she's got a baby with Zoo. Um, so she was fine until she was captured by the Chosen, and then oh my gosh, season three she was the worst. Well, she was starting to be that way in season two, but it wasn't as bad because I think she got captured by the Chosen in season two, and then when she came back later in the season, she was starting to act funny. It was weird, but I could deal with it. When they were all captured in season three, and she was the Supreme Mother, that just was made me not like her. She was so annoying, and the whole Chosen thing and the Supreme Mother was just kind of unbearable to watch. Mind you, there's 52 episodes in one season, so you have to try to get through that for 52 episodes, and it was hard to get through. Season 3 definitely just changed everything. It kind of went downhill after season 2, in my opinion. Season 1 and 2 probably were really good, the best, and then season 3 was hard to get through because it was so bad. Um, yeah, everybody's able to forgive Trudy for what she's done. I mean, Lex was a little bit more hesitant, but she was still a Mallrat. It was more with her like, she's been brainwashed. She was so brainwashed. Honey, you're brainwashed to a point. She knew what she was doing. At first, she was just doing it for Brady. I understand that completely. But when she came back and was seeing her whole tribe that took her in be taken prisoner and the torture that they had to go through, she was well aware of that. It wasn't for the baby anymore. But I like Trudy. I didn't really care for her in season 3. I've seen a little bit of her in season 4, and she's better. Um, Zoot, it was sad Zoot got killed in the first season. He was really cute. But he still plays throughout all the rest of the seasons, minorly. So he's never really gone. He had a thing with Trudy because he liked Trudy, but Trudy liked Bray. There goes that infatuation with Bray. And then he had a thing with Ebony, and then he got killed. And but he still is a pretty big thing throughout the whole seasons. He never really dies spiritually, physically, but not spiritually. And how they used him for the whole Chosen thing was annoying. I wish they didn't do that because that got really annoying. Suits baby, the Chosen guy, the Guardian, he was just annoying. He was very, very annoying. Just trying to get through season 3. Well, he was kind of in season 2, but it wasn't as bad. Season 3, it was just like, oh my gosh, just end this whole Chosen thing. It's just getting overplayed. Ebony, I like Ebony's character. I think she's very, very pretty in a sexy way too. And I even noticed that when I was younger. Like, she had this aggressiveness about her. And there's not many black women on the show. And I know she's mixed, but to me, I've always seen her as a black woman. And that's nice to see. And it's nice to see that she's very strong-minded. And she's very power-obsessed, Ebony. And she's done the Mallrats dirty a lot, to the point where I'm like, why are they still talking to Ebony? She's done them so dirty. Like, I can't tell you how long she knew where Trudy was, but it took her so long just to tell anybody. Like, she knew, but she was playing mind games with Bray and didn't want to tell him automatically. And there's other things that she's done that I'm surprised they just don't have her head on a platter. But In the show, she's definitely a main. Definitely a main. She's a good character. And then her sisters come on the show. Well, she's not a good character like a nice character, but in like you know what I mean. She's an essential part of the show. And then her sisters come on, and it would have been nice when her sisters came on in season 4 if they would have changed their hair color because they had the same hairdo as Ebony. Ebony had a little bit more of a curliness to her um hair, and her sisters had straight, but they pretty much had the same color braids and the same red in their hair, and it would have been nice if they changed that up a little because we know they're sisters. You could tell they look so much alike. Hold on, I gotta pause this because my battery's dying on my computer, so give me just a second. I think I was on Ebony. I think I was talking about Ebony. But I do like Ebony's character. Yeah, she never changes. There's instances where you think she's changed, but she's really all about herself and about the power. And I knew that when I was young. She's power crazy. I remember her when I was young, definitely. Danny, I didn't like Danny at first, but as I got more into season 2, she really grew on me. I really liked Danny. Um, I liked her and Bray's relationship, and I know when it was being shown in like 2000s, early 2000s, when it premiered season 2, a lot of the castmates weren't used to Danny, so they didn't like her. Um, but I liked Danny. She really, really grew on me. So it kind of sucked to see, her grow on me in season 2, and then season 3, she's just gone. She supposedly gets captured, and nobody really ever talks about her again. And Bray was very sad about it and was trying to get her back. And then the next thing you know, Amber shows up, and he pretty much forgets about Danny. So it was sad. I don't know if Ella Wilkes, who plays Danny, I know they brought Amber back, so they had to probably get rid of Danny. But, and I didn't think that was fair because Amber left the show. So if you're going to leave the show, if Amber wasn't a fan favorite, I don't even know if they would have brought her back. I really wish they would have kept Danny because I started to like Danny's character. Um, yeah, she could be annoying at times. Yeah, we know her dad started the virus thing. She eventually admitted that, and yeah, she grew on me, so I wish they would have kept her. I really do. Or or maybe they would have just brought her back recurring. I don't know, but yeah, I know it's not a popular opinion to like Danny, but I like Danny. Pouring more coffee in my cup. This is a long review of characters, but I really don't care. Um, Allie. I never really liked Ellie. Very rare instance I liked her. Very rare instance. I think it was when she was with those two little kids that came in season 4, Mouse and I can't remember the other Mouse and Patch. I think it was Mouse and Patch. No, Mouse and Sammy. Mouse and Sammy. She was with them. It was cute, but oh my gosh, when she started dating Jack, it was like the thing with her is it's not so much that she's dating Jack, it's that she just has an attitude, snobby attitude about her, and she's always whining. It got worse she's always whining, and then when she gets in an argument, she just runs away. But then I thought it was like so annoying how she dated Luke, and well, Jack was pretty much away. She fell for another guy. Okay, we'll say that's understandable. But when Jack came back, she just treated him horribly. And then when he leaves again, she's oh so distraught. All the people in my life are gone. Alice, Jack, Luke. and all of a sudden she misses him and cares about Jack. It's like it was kind of annoying. Then I got to the point in season 4 where she goes to be with Jack after she tries to plant a bomb in Ebony's room and she gets interrogated by the technos. So she finally goes with Jack because I was starting to think to myself, what is the meaning of her in season 4? Like all she is whining and crying. Why did they keep her? I know she comes back in season 5 with Jack, but it's kind of good that they got rid of. I didn't really mind her with the mouse, and I can't remember that kid's name. Mouse and Sammy, I think that kid's name is. She was kind of cute with them, but other than that, her character is kind of annoying. I like Alice. I didn't like her at first. Like, it was like, oh, they're gonna bring her in season 2. But then I started to like her in season 2, and then 3. Even though season 3 was awful, I did like her in season 3. And then she didn't come back in season 4. She had a crush on Lex, and that kind of got at my heartstrings a bit because I've been in the situation where I like a guy and they don't like me back. So I know the pain of that. It hurts a lot. And so I did start liking Alice's character. She's not in season 4, but I guess she comes back as a guest on season 5. Um, she's supposed to be Tysan's uh, bodyguard in the first few seasons, and then they kind of let her. Not long after she stops being the bodyguard, and she kind of has more of a role in the tribe. And then I don't know why they had her character leave in season 4. Maybe she just got tired of the show, but I thought she was also another main role in the show, so I was kind of caught off guard. It would have been better if they left Allison and just had Ellie leave in season 3. Had Ellie leave in season 4, but it was like reverse. They kept Ellie a little bit in season 4, and then Alice, because Alice is more of the strong character, and they're sisters, Alice and Ellie. But they should have kept Alice longer than Ellie. Ellie didn't really bring much to the show. Ellie really didn't bring much to the show at all. She had the amulet, the newspaper, so maybe she did that, but I feel like Alice was just a bigger role than Ellie's character. I almost forgot Tysan. I like Tysan, but a lot of her spiritual things seem to be bogus to me. Like, it's like, okay, Tysan, you proclaim this is supposed to help. This is supposed to help your mind and your body, but you're like sleeping with Lex, Xandra's husband. And how do you think that's supposed to make her feel for her mind? How do you think that's supposed to help her mind? Tysan's all about healing and everything, but she's one to bring pain, emotional pain. So people were seeing that in in the first season, and then season 2. And then also with Tysan, she's all about stealing people's men. So she went after Lex when he was with Xandra, and then when what's her name? Alice had a crush on Lex, and Tysan was supposed to be Alice's friend. Tysan is going behind Alice's back and sleeping with Lex. I mean, Tysan does a lot of damage. She kind of goes against what she says. I didn't like how they had her be with Lex when Alice was interested in her. And Lex is kind of not nice too because he how he did Alice. He didn't care really much about her feelings. He just wanted to get in another girl's pants. Um but apparently he did really love Tysan, I guess. So Tysan's character is a guest on season 4, and then she's gone. So Tysan was also another main. A lot of the mains left after season 4, which that's what another reason why it makes it hard to watch season 4. I mean, 3 was hard enough with the cast there, um, and then season 4 it's just really really hard. Dal. I like Dal. He unfortunately was killed off in season three. Let's see. May. She's kind of annoying. She was in season two, I remember, because she stole Lex's shoes. And then she comes back, which I wasn't really keen on Celine bringing her to the tribe, and they automatically. I don't know if they automatically accepted her as a mall rat or not. I can't remember. But she was. May's like quirky and she can't really be trusted too well. And I don't know. She's okay. I don't really care for her that much. She starts to fall for Pride, and Pride doesn't like her like that. He sleeps with her, but he doesn't like her like that, apparently. Um, Speaking of that, Pride. I like Pride, but his acting is just horrible. And the facial expressions he makes, it's like, really? Um, they bring him in season three, and it's just weird because instead of staying with his tribe, he's just stuck in the mall. And I think that's just a way so we can get used to him and understand how he is. And I like Pride, but his acting is so laughable. Guardian, yeah, we all know about the Guardian. He's really, really annoying. Though you could tell in real life, Damon Andrews, who plays the Guardian, he's actually really funny in real life. So I've seen the bloopers and everything. I did like Luke, but then when he started getting in a relationship with Ellie and not really caring for Jack's feelings so much, and it just made me not really care for Luke that much. But he leaves in season. I did like Luke. I liked him when he was with the Guardian, and he was very caring and everything. But I don't think the relationship between him and Ellie should have even became a relationship. I think they should have kept it with him having a little crush on Ellie, and it should have stayed. It didn't. It had to make the show more interesting, I guess. Ned, he's annoying, but I really didn't mind him and Alice together. That was kind of cute. And then his sister and brother, Tally and Andy. I wish they would have kept them too. I wish they would have kept them in season 4 and 5. I don't know why they just had them one season. Ned, I didn't mind. Ned was only in season 3, and he was killed off. I didn't mind that, but they really should have kept Tally and Andy because they were cute. I don't know why they got rid of them. Dee, she's only in season 4. She's okay. I guess she's part of the mosquitoes. She wasn't in the first previous seasons, but season 3 she wasn't in. But I guess they brought her. She was supposed to taken over the mosquitoes or whatever, and uh, she's pretty much appointed to be next to Lex because he's the sheriff, and she's supposed to be helping him out. I haven't gotten through all of season 4 yet, but she's okay. I think that's pretty much all I'm going to talk about now. I really can't say much about the rest of the characters of season 4 because I'm only like 15 episodes in. Jay and Vad, they're brothers, obviously. Jay's a really good looking guy. I probably would have thought he was even hotter back then. Vad, I would have probably thought he was hot when I was a teenager too. But he's got like boyish looks now, so no. Java and Siva, I don't mind them, but I think they should only be in one season because just to say, just to help see the backstory about why they left Ebony and stuff. I think it's just too much to have all 3 sisters on one show, which is unbelievable how they even got the 2 sisters on there. I mean, nobody else's family's on that show, but in a way it's cute, but I really don't like the way season 4 is even going because it's going more scientific and oh, you can get deleted and they're versed and it's just not the same as seasons 1, 2, and 3. Season 1, 2, and 3 wasn't science. It wasn't it was more about survival, season 1 and 3, and then it has a totally different feeling in season 4. So it just the show changed, and it's also hard to watch season 4. So, but that's really all I'm going to talk about the characters right now. So, thank you for listening. Bye.